The fluorescent lights of JFK Airport buzz overhead like dying insects. Emma Sterling drags herself through the terminal. 3 days of Chicago meetings clinging to her bones like exhaustion made solid. The baggage carousel spins its endless rotation while she nurses bitter coffee, watching through half-closed eyes. Her fingers ache. Her back screams. At 28, she's built her interior design studio from nothing. But tonight, the price of success feels like it might crush her. A sleek black suitcase rolls past. Silver hardware catches harsh light. The leather tag bears initials that look close enough through scratched plastic. She grabs it without thinking, desperate to escape this sterile hell. Back in her Brooklyn apartment, surrounded by hanging plants and warm textures that somehow survive her chaos, she clicks open the locks. The scent hits her first. Expensive leather. Cologne that probably costs more than her monthly subway pass. Crisp, white shirts hang with military precision inside. Charcoal suits that whisper wealth. A platinum watch nestled in black velvet. Then the leather portfolio. Financial documents with numbers that make her stomach drop. Cross Industries. Millions discussed like pocket change. Oh God. Her voice cracks in the empty apartment. What did I just steal? 42 floors above Manhattan, Nathan Cross stands at his penthouse window. The city glitters below like a circuit board, cold and distant and utterly indifferent. His own stolen suitcase lies open on the conference table. Colorful fabric samples spill across his contracts. A worn sketchbook filled with flowing handwriting. A small pouch labeled emergency chocolate supply in playful letters. He lifts a glass jar. Lavender Dreams, the handwritten label says. The scent invades his sterile world, soft, calming, almost obscene in this temple of steel and power. His phone sits on the table. One call to his head of security and this problem disappears. The woman who took his suitcase found. The documents recovered. Clean, simple, controlled. But Nathan finds himself reaching for her sketchbook instead. The drawings stop him cold. Not just room layouts, but notations in the margins. Windows should frame life, not just light. People need softness to survive hardness. Make them feel safe enough to break. Something tightens in his chest. Something he thought died years ago. He dials the number from her luggage tag. Hello! Her voice is cautious, tired, real. This is Nathan Cross. His words come out harder than intended, boardroom voice slipping through. I believe we have each other's luggage. Silence. Then, oh my God. You're serious? I thought someone was pranking me. Your suitcase is like something from a movie. All expensive and intimidating. I need it back tonight. There are important documents inside. It's 8 p.m. I was planning to pretend the outside world doesn't exist. I'll send a car. Absolutely not. Fire enters her voice. I don't know you. For all I know, you saw my name on a luggage tag, and you're some creep. Something like amusement flickers through him. When was the last time someone said no to him? Leather portfolio containing the Morrison account contracts, he says. Platinum Rolex Submariner. And probably some very confused reactions to someone's emergency chocolate stash. A laugh. Genuine. Unexpected. Okay, you passed the test. But I'm not meeting you anywhere private. There's a coffee shop called Grind on 5th Avenue, public, well-lit, full of witnesses if you turn out to be a serial killer. I'm not a serial killer. Exactly what a serial killer would say. Nathan smiles. Actually smiles. 9 tomorrow morning? And Nathan? Her voice softens. Bring my emergency chocolate supply. I'm running dangerously low. The line goes dead. He stands there, holding a jar labeled Lavender Dreams, wondering what the hell he just agreed to. The city glitters below, cold, distant, and different, but for the first time in years, Nathan Cross feels something other than empty. Grind coffee hums with morning energy. Steam rises from espresso machines like smoke signals. Emma arrives early, claiming a corner table with clear sight lines to both exits. Old habits. Childhood lessons about always having an escape route. She's chosen her armor carefully. Black jeans, Silk blouse that says professional but approachable. Boots that could run or kick depending on the situation. The expensive suitcase sits beside her like a sleeping predator. Nathan Cross walks through the door at exactly 9. Emma's breath stops. Tall, broad-shouldered, dark hair that looks like he's run his fingers through it too many times. Eyes the color of storm clouds before lightning strikes. He moves through the crowded cafe like he owns it. Probably does. When those gray eyes find hers, electricity shoots down her spine. Trouble. This man is pure, undiluted trouble. Emma Sterling. He slides into the seat across from her. His scent hits her. Expensive cologne mixed with something darker. More primal. You're not what I expected. Let me guess. You thought I'd be some frumpy decorator with paint under her fingernails. His mouth curves. Almost a smile. Something like that. She pushes his suitcase toward him. Your corporate secrets are safe. Though I have to ask, do you really make that much money? Or are you compensating for something? Nathan's laugh is low, rich, completely unexpected. Direct. I like that. Most people don't. No. His eyes hold hers. I imagine you're not most people. Emma accepts her worn duffel bag, checking that her sketchbook is still inside. Save hers. Private. You look through my work. It's not a question. You look through my financial documents. That's different. Your stuff was just lying there, intimidating and mysterious. My sketchbook is personal. Nathan leans back. Studies her with an intensity that makes her skin warm. Your notation about windows framing life instead of just light? What did you mean? The question catches her off guard. Men like Nathan Cross don't ask about her design philosophy. They ask about rates and timelines. Most people install windows to let in light, she says carefully. But windows should connect you to the world outside. They should make you feel part of something bigger. Not trapped behind glass. Trapped. Nathan's voice goes quiet. Something flickers behind his eyes. Pain, maybe. Recognition. You know the feeling. I live in a 4th floor walk-up. You 42nd floor. Everything looks small from up there, including people. Their eyes meet across the small table. The air between them shifts, charges. Whatever this is, it's bigger than a simple luggage mix-up. Nathan's phone buzzes. He glances at it. His face goes hard. Corporate mask sliding back into place. I have to go. Of course you do. Emma stands, slinging her bag over her shoulder. Back to your tower in the sky. But as she turns to leave, his hand catches her wrist. Gentle. Warm. Electric. Have dinner with me? What? Tonight? Dinner. I know a place. You don't even know me. No. His thumb traces her pulse point. But I want to. Emma should say no. Every instinct screams danger. This man is everything she's spent years avoiding. Power, control, the kind of beautiful that breaks hearts without trying. 7 o'clock, she hears herself say, and nowhere fancy. I don't do fancy. There's a bistro in Brooklyn. Quiet. Good food. Real people? You know Brooklyn bistros? Something haunted crosses his face. I used to be real people once. He releases her wrist. Writes an address on a napkin. Their fingers brush during the exchange, and Emma feels it everywhere. 7, he says again. Then softer, almost vulnerable, please come. She watches him leave. Watches every head in the cafe turn as he passes. This beautiful, dangerous man who somehow found softness in her emergency chocolate supply and asked about her windows. Emma looks down at the napkin, at his handwriting. Strong, precise, slightly broken at the edges. Her phone buzzes. A text from her assistant. The Harrison account is falling apart. They want to meet today. It's urgent, the Harrison account. 6 months of work. Her biggest client. The foundation of her entire studio. 7 o'clock, the napkin says. Emma closes her eyes. Makes a choice that feels like jumping off a cliff. She texts back, cancel everything. I'm unavailable tonight. She walks out into Manhattan morning, the napkin burning in her pocket. Emma Sterling has no idea that Nathan Cross is standing at his office window 42 floors up, watching her disappear into the crowd below. No idea that he just canceled a board meeting for the first time in his life. No idea that they're both about to discover that some wrong turns lead exactly where you need to go. The Brooklyn Bistro glows warm against the October night. Candlelight flickers across red brick walls. The air smells like rosemary and wine and possibilities. Emma arrives first. Wearing a green dress that makes her feel brave and terrified in equal measure, Nathan walks in at 7 exactly. But this Nathan is different. Suit. Just dark jeans and a sweater that makes him look younger, vulnerable, almost human. You came. Relief floods his voice. You sound surprised. When good things actually happen, they sit. Order wine. The conversation flows like they've known each other for years instead of hours. He tells her about growing up poor in Queens, about building his company from nothing, about the loneliness that comes with success. She tells him about her mother leaving when she was 8, about foster homes and learning to survive, about designing spaces that feel like safety because she never had it herself. The windows thing, Nathan says softly. You were trapped behind glass. As a kid, Emma's throat tightens. How did you know? Because I was trapped behind money. Different glass. Same cage. His hand finds hers across the table. Their fingers interlock like they've been doing it forever. 3 hours disappear. Then 4, the restaurant empties around them, but they don't notice. Can't stop talking. You can't stop looking at each other like they're memorizing something precious. Outside, walking through Brooklyn streets that smell like autumn and Chinese takeout, Nathan pulls her close. I haven't felt this alive in years, he whispers against her hair. Alive is dangerous. Good. He kisses her under a streetlight. Soft at first, then deeper, desperate, like they're both drowning, and this is air. Emma's phone buzzes. She ignores it. Kisses him harder. It buzzes again. And again. Should check that, Nathan says, voice rough. She pulls out her phone. 15 missed calls. All from her assistant. The voicemail makes her blood run cold. Emma, where are you? Harrison just pulled out. They signed with Cross Industries instead. Nathan Cross personally made them an offer they couldn't refuse. He stole your biggest client. Emma, he destroyed us. Call me back. The phone slips from her fingers. Clatters on sidewalk. Emma. Nathan's face fills with concern. What's wrong? She steps back. Cold flooding her veins. Harrison. You took the Harrison account. His expression shifts. Guilt flashing across his features before he can hide it. Right. When? Her voice breaks. When did you make the offer? Before or after you asked me to dinner? Silence. Terrible, confirming silence. Before, he finally says, 3 days before. But Emma, I didn't know it was yours. I swear I didn't connect the names until when? Until you kissed me? Until you looked through my sketchbook and saw the Harrison layouts? No, until this afternoon. When my assistant mentioned who we'd outbid? Emma, please, you knew. Tears burn her eyes. You knew this afternoon and you said nothing. You let me come here? Let me tell you everything. Let me kiss you while my entire business was falling apart. I didn't know how to tell you. I was trying to figure out how to fix it. Fix it. She laughs. Broken. Bitter. You can't fix this. That account was everything. 6 months of work. My reputation. My future. And you just took it because you could. It wasn't personal. It was business. That deal was in motion before I ever met you. You should have canceled it. You should have told me. You should have done anything except lie by omission while playing the wounded billionaire who just wants to feel real again. Nathan reaches for her. She jerks away. Don't you dare touch me. Emma, I'm falling for you. These past hours, they're the first real thing I've felt in years. I know I should have told you, but I was terrified of losing this. Of losing you, you never had me. But her voice cracks because it's a lie. For a few perfect hours, he did have her, completely. Let me make this right. I'll give the account back. I don't want your charity. I want you to have been honest. I want you to have been the man I thought you were, instead of just another corporate shark. Wearing a nice guy mask, she turns to walk away. Brother, Nathan's voice stops. Her, raw, desperate. I had a younger brother, Michael. He was an artist. Gentle. Everything I'm not. 3 years ago, he jumped off my penthouse balcony because the pressure of my world broke him. Because I was too busy building an empire to notice he was drowning. Emma freezes. Every deal I make, every company I build, it's all trying to fill a hole that can't be filled. You're right. I'm a shark. I'm everything wrong with this world. But when I read your notation about making people feel safe enough to break, I saw Michael's face. And I thought maybe if I could understand you, I could understand what I missed, what I destroyed. Tears streamed down Emma's face. For him, for his brother, for herself. That doesn't excuse what you did. I know. His voice breaks completely. I know, but I'm begging you. Let me try to be better. Let me try to be the man you saw tonight. Emma looks at him. This beautiful, broken, terrible man. And she sees herself reflected in his pain. Two people raised by abandonment and loss, building walls so high they forgot what it felt like to be touched. I can't, she barely whispers it. I can't be the thing that saves you. I'm barely saving myself. She walks away, leaves him standing under the streetlight where they kissed. Behind her, she hears it. A sound that makes her heart shatter. Nathan Cross. Billionaire. Powerful man who controls empires, crying, and Emma keeps walking. Because sometimes the only way to survive is to leave beautiful things broken on the sidewalk behind you. Her phone buzzes one more time. Text from Nathan. I'm giving Harrison back. And I'm setting up a fund in Michael's name to support emerging designers. Starting with you. Not charity, penance. I'm sorry I'm not who you needed me to be. Emma stands at the corner. City lights blur through her tears. She has a choice. Walk away safe. Or turn around and jump off a cliff with a man who might catch her or might let them both fall. Her finger hovers over her phone. Then she makes a decision. That will change everything. 3 weeks of silence. Emma throws herself into work. Accepts the Harrison account back without calling Nathan. Takes the grant from Michael's fund without acknowledging him. Builds walls higher than ever. But late at night, alone in her apartment, she traces the napkin he wrote on. The one she can't throw away. Her assistant notices. You look like someone died. Maybe someone did. Emma stares at her sketchbook. At the window, she keeps drawing that all look like cages. Meanwhile, 42 floors up, Nathan stops sleeping. His assistant finds him at his desk at 3 a.m., staring at a jar labeled Lavender Dreams. Sir, you need rest. I need to figure out how to fix something I broke, the Harrison deal. You already returned it. Not the deal, Nathan's voice cracks. The girl. On a Thursday that feels like any other Thursday, Emma's phone rings. Unknown number. She almost doesn't answer. Emma Sterling. A woman's voice. Professional. Cold. This is Victoria Chen from Cross Industries Legal Department. We need you to come in immediately. Why? It concerns Nathan Cross. It's urgent. Fear claws up Emma's throat. Is he okay? Please come now. The Cross Industries building towers over Manhattan like a glass giant. Emma's never been inside. Never wanted to see the empire Nathan built on broken dreams. Victoria Chen meets her in the lobby. Sharp suit. Sharper eyes. Follow me. They ride the elevator in silence. 42 floors up. Emma's ears pop. Her heart hammers. The penthouse conference room overlooks the entire city. But Emma barely notices the view. Nathan sits at the head of the table. Face gray. Eyes hollow. He looks like he's aged a decade in 3 weeks. Emma. Her name sounds like prayer. Like apology. Like goodbye. What's going on? Victoria speaks instead. Nathan is stepping down as CEO of Cross Industries, effective immediately. What? Emma stares at him. Why? Nathan's laugh is bitter. Because I'm my father's son. And that ends now. I don't understand. My father built this company on ruthless deals and broken people. Nathan stands, walks to the window. 42 floors of distance between him and the world. I told myself I was different, that I had reasons, justifications, but when I stole your account, when I broke something beautiful because I could, I became exactly what I swore I'd never be. So you're running away? No. He turns to face her. I'm burning it down. Cross Industries will be dismantled. Assets sold. Profits distributed to everyone my father and I hurt building this empire. Including you. Emma's head spins. That's billions of dollars. Blood money. His voice is flat. Dead. Every cent built on Michael's ghost and people like you who just wanted to create something beautiful, Nathan. You can't just destroy your entire life. Watch me. Victoria clears her throat. There's more. Nathan has been diagnosed with a heart condition. Stress-induced cardiomyopathy. His doctor says another year at this pace, and he's looking at major cardiac failure. The room tilts. Emma grips the table. How long have you known? She whispers, since the day after our dinner. Nathan's eyes meet hers. Turns out, actually feeling something after years of numbness comes with a price. My body literally can't handle the stress of maintaining this lie anymore. So what? You just give up? Tear everything down and disappear? I'm not giving up. I'm choosing to live. Actually live. Maybe open a small architecture firm. Design buildings that make people feel safe instead of small. Use Michael's name for something that matters. And us. The word slips out before she can stop it. Nathan crosses the room. Stops inches from her. Close enough that she can see the exhaustion carved into his face. The pain, the hope. There is no us, Emma. You made that clear. And you were right too. I'm toxic. Everything I touch turns to poison. That's not true, isn't it? I fell for you, and within hours, I destroyed your business. Imagine what I'd do with actual time. Emma's hands shake. You gave it back. Doesn't undo the damage. No. She steps closer. Close enough to feel his heat, his breath. But it shows you can change. That you want to. Wanting isn't enough. Then what is? Nathan's hand lifts, hesitates, hovers near her cheek without touching. I'm leaving New York. Going somewhere quiet. Somewhere I can't hurt anyone else. Victoria will handle the dissolution. You'll get your share of the settlement. You'll never have to see me again. What if I want to see you again? His hand drops. Don't. What? Don't care that you're throwing away everything because you're scared? Don't notice that you're running just like I always run? This isn't running. It's survival. No. Emma's voice breaks. It's cowardice. And I should know. I'm an expert at it, Emma. I spent 3 weeks hating you. 3 weeks telling myself I was better off alone. Safer. But the truth is I'm terrified. Because for the first time in my life, I met someone as broken as me. Someone who understands that windows can be cages. That safety can be a prison. That sometimes the only way to feel alive is to let yourself break. Nathan's eyes glisten. You deserve better than broken. I deserve someone who sees my broken and doesn't run. Who lets me see theirs? If I stay, I'll disappoint you. I'll fail you. Emma grabs his face. Forces him to look at her. Really look, then fail me. Disappoint me. Be human instead of perfect. But don't you dare leave because you're scared of hurting me. Let me decide what I can survive. My heart is literally failing, and we'll figure it out. Together, slowly, messily, like real people do. I stole your biggest client, gave it back, and started a fund for artists. And are trying to dismantle an empire built on suffering. Nathan, you're not your father. You're not even the man you were 3 weeks ago. You're trying. That's all any of us can do. His forehead drops to hers. I'm so tired, Emma. Tired of pretending, tired of performing, tired of being Nathan Cross, corporate shark? Then don't be him. Be Nathan. Just Nathan. The man who asked about my windows, who noticed my emergency chocolate supply, who cried on a Brooklyn sidewalk. Be him. What if he's not enough? What if he's everything? Nathan's mouth crashes into hers, desperate, claiming, apologizing with his lips for every wound his words inflicted. Emma kisses back with equal ferocity, tasting his tears in her own. Victoria clears her throat loudly. I'll just give you to a moment. But Nathan, we still need your signature on the dissolution papers. Neither of them pulls away. Nathan. Victoria's voice goes soft, almost kind. If you don't sign those papers in the next hour, the board meeting happens. And you know what they'll do? Emma breaks the kiss. What board meeting? Nathan's jaw clenches. Nothing. It's handled. Nathan. What board meeting? Victoria answers for him. If Nathan doesn't voluntarily dissolve Cross Industries, the board is voting to remove him and install his father's former partner, Marcus Webb, who will run the company exactly how Nathan's father did. Possibly worse. And if I dissolve it? Nathan asks, though he clearly already knows. Everyone gets settlements, including the board. Clean break. But Marcus is threatening lawsuits. He claims you're not mentally competent to make this decision, that the heart condition has affected your judgment. Emma's blood goes cold. Can he do that? He can try. It would be messy. Public. The kind of stress that Victoria pauses, looks at Nathan with something like sympathy. The kind of stress your doctor specifically warned against. So it's a choice, Emma says slowly. Sign the papers and walk away clean, but risk Marcus claiming incompetence. Or stay and fight, and possibly die doing it. There's a third option. Nathan's voice goes quiet, resigned. Can name a successor. Someone to run Cross Industries the right way? Transform it from the inside instead of destroying it. Who? His storm gray eyes hold hers. You absolutely not. You have everything needed. Vision, ethics, understanding of what it means to build something beautiful from nothing. The board would accept you if I made it part of my succession plan. Marcus couldn't touch you. Nathan, I design rooms. I don't run billion-dollar companies. You design spaces that make people feel safe. Imagine what you could do with actual resources. Actual power. You could rebuild Cross Industries into something Michael would have been proud of. Emma steps back. You're asking me to take your place? To sacrifice my entire life for your empire. I'm asking you to save it. To save everyone who works there. To make sure Marcus doesn't turn it back into the monster it was. And what about us? What about designing small buildings together? What about actually living? Nathan's face crumbles. There is no us if Marcus wins. There's no living if I'm dead from stress-induced heart failure in 6 months. This is the only way, Emma. You take the company. I walk away. Everyone wins. Except I lose you. You barely have me to lose. That's a lie. Her voice shakes with fury. With grief. With love she didn't know she was capable of feeling. That's a lie, and you know it. These 3 weeks without you have been hell. Don't you dare stand there and pretend we don't matter. Matter enough that I won't let you watch me die. Nathan's voice breaks completely. We matter enough that I need you to live the life I can't. Please, Emma. Please save the one good thing I've ever built. The board is convening. You have 20 minutes to decide. Emma looks at Nathan. At this beautiful, self-destructive, impossible man. At the choice he's giving her. Take his empire. Save his legacy. Lose him forever or refuse. Watch Marcus destroy everything. Watch Nathan fight and fail and possibly die trying. If I do this, she whispers, you have to promise me something. Anything. You actually live. You find that quiet place. You heal. And someday when I've transformed this company into something beautiful, and I've proven that broken people can build unbroken things, you come back. You walk through the doors I've designed, and you let me show you what we built, together, even apart. Nathan pulls her close, buries his face in her hair. I promise. Say it like you mean it. I promise that I will live, that I will heal, that I will come back to you, even if it takes years, even if you've moved on. I will come back so you can. Show me that windows don't have to be cages. Signs the succession papers with shaking hands. Nathan signs the dissolution and restructuring documents. Victoria witnesses both. It's done, she says. Quietly, Nathan takes Emma's face in his hands, kisses her like it's the last time, like it's the first time, like it's everything they'll never get to have. Build something beautiful, he whispers against her lips. Come back to me, she whispers back. Then he walks out of the conference room. Out of his empire? Out of her life? Emma stands at the window. 42 floors up. The city sprawls below like a promise. Like a threat. Like a cage made of glass and possibility. She presses her palm to the window, feels the cold seep through, and makes a vow that will define the next 3 years of her life. She will transform Cross Industries. She will make it beautiful. She will prove that broken people can heal each other even across distance and time. And when Nathan Cross comes back, she'll be waiting, with windows that frame life instead of caging, and with a love that's strong, enough to survive sacrifice, with proof that sometimes the only way to hold on to something is to let it go. 3 years later, the Cross Industries building no longer looks like a glass giant ready to devour the city. Emma has transformed it into something softer. Living walls climb the lobby. Natural light floods every floor through windows designed to connect rather than separate. She stands in her office, the same office Nathan once commanded. But where his space was sterile and cold, hers breathes. Plants everywhere, warm woods, fabrics that invite touch. The company has changed too, rebuilt from the ground up. No more ruthless deals. No more broken people. Cross Industries now specializes in sustainable architecture and community development. Projects that heal neighborhoods instead of gentrifying them. Michael's fund has grown into a full foundation. Supporting hundreds of artists and designers, Emma should feel proud. She does feel proud, but every window she designs still feels like it's waiting for something. Someone double quotes Ms. Sterling. Her assistant pokes her head in. There's someone here to see you. No appointment. Says it's personal. Emma's heart stops. 3 years of hoping. 3 years of healing. 3 years of building something beautiful out of sacrifice. Send. The door opens. Nathan Cross walks into her office, and Emma forgets how to breathe. He looks different, thinner, healthier. The gray is gone from his face. His eyes are clear, alive. He's wearing jeans and a simple jacket. No corporate armor. No mask. Just Nathan. Hi, he says. Voice rough with emotion. With time. With everything unspoken between them. You came back. Her voice breaks. I promised. They stare at each other across the office. 3 years of letters never sent. Phone calls never made. Discipline that felt like death. Are you? Emma can't finish the question. It's healthy, healed, as much as anyone ever is. I've been living in Portland. Designing small buildings. Community centers mostly. Places that make people feel safe. I even started therapy. He laughs, soft, self-deprecating. Turns out talking about your dead brother instead of burying it in corporate conquest, actually. Helps, Nathan. I read about what you did here. Everything you built. How you transformed the company into something Michael would have loved. Emma, you're astonishing. I had good motivation. She takes a step toward him, then another. I was building something for you to come home to. This isn't my home anymore. The words hit like a physical blow. Emma stops moving. Oh. It's yours, Nathan continues quickly. This company. This office. This life. You built it. You earned it. I'm not here to take it back. Then why are you here? He crosses the room in 3 long strides. Stops inches from her. close enough that she can see the silver threads in his dark hair. The fine lines that speak of 3 years spent actually living, instead of just surviving. I'm here to ask if you meant what you said. That day. About windows not having to be cages. About broken people healing each other. About coming back to show you what we built. Every word. Then I need to tell you something. His hands shake as they frame her face. I've spent 3 years learning to be a person instead of a machine. Learning that worth isn't measured in deals closed or empires built. Learning that sometimes the strongest thing you can do is be soft. And through all of it, every moment, every breath, every small building I designed, I was thinking about you. About us. About this moment. Tears streamed down Emma's face. I never stopped. Never stopped thinking about you. Building this? Waiting. That's a long time to wait for someone who betrayed you. It's a long time to punish yourself for being human. Nathan, we were both broken. Both scared. Both running. But we stopped running. We chose to heal, separately, so we could come back together whole. Not whole. I'm still working on it. Still learning. Still falling apart some days. Good, she kisses him, soft, tender. A promise 3 years in the making. I'm still working on it too. We can be incomplete together. I don't want the company back. I don't want to go back to who I was. Don't want you to. I want you to keep designing community centers. Keep making people feel safe. Keep being just Nathan and you. I'll keep running this place. Keep transforming it. Keep proving that broken people can build unbroken things. We'll both do what we're meant to do. Together. Even when we're apart. Nathan pulls back slightly. Reaches into his jacket. Pulls out a small leather journal. I wrote to you. Every day for 3 years. Never sent them. Didn't think I had the right. But I want you to have them. Every thought. Every moment. Every time I missed you so much I thought I'd break again. Emma takes the journal with trembling hands. Opens to a random page. Day 847. Designed a community center today with windows that frame the mountains. Made sure they could all open. No cages. Only connections. She would approve. God, I miss her. Her vision blurs. Nathan, I know it's asking a lot. I know I have no right after everything. But Emma, I'm in love with you. I've been in love with you since the moment you demanded we meet in public because I might be a serial killer. I'm in love with your emergency chocolate supply and your window philosophy and the way you turned my prison into a garden. And if you'll have me, if you'll take this imperfect still healing. No longer billionaire disaster of a man, I promise to spend the rest of my life proving that I can be soft instead of sharp, that I can build instead of destroy, that I can love you the way you deserve. Emma sets the journal down carefully, takes his face in her hands, looks into those storm-gray eyes that haunted her dreams for 3 years. I'm in love with you too. I've been in love with you since you asked about my windows, since you cried on a Brooklyn sidewalk, since you chose to heal instead of hiding. Nathan Cross, you were never a disaster. You were just human, complicated and messy and real. And I want all of it. The healing and the hurting, the soft and the sharp. All of it, even though I'll probably screw up again, especially because you'll screw up again, and I'll screw up, and we'll figure it out together, like real people do. He kisses her then, deep, claiming 3 years of longing and healing, and hope poured into one perfect moment. When they finally break apart, both breathless and crying and laughing, Nathan rests his forehead against hers. So what now? Emma grins. Now I show you what we built. Come on. She takes his hand, leads him out of the office. Through the transformed building where employees smile and plants grow and light pours through windows designed to connect instead of separate, they take the elevator down. All 42 floors. Outside, the city sprawls before them. Not a circuit board. Not a cage. Just a city. Full of people living and failing and trying and loving and being beautifully and perfectly human. I've been designing windows for 3 years, Emma says. Every single one. Thinking about what you said. How everything looked small from up there. It doesn't look small anymore. No. She squeezes his hand. It looks alive. They stand there. Two people who took the wrong suitcase and ended up finding exactly what they needed. Not perfection. Not completion. Not a fairy tale ending where everything is fixed and healed and whole. Just love. Complicated and messy and real. Just them. Learning to be human together. Just windows that frame life instead of caging it. Thank you, Nathan whispers. For waiting. For believing I could come back. Thank you for coming back. For choosing life over empire. For being brave enough to be soft. I'm still scared. Me too. But less scared than I was. Yeah, Emma smiles. Tips her face up to his. Me too. He kisses her again. Soft and slow and sweet. A beginning instead of an ending. A choice instead of a fate. Somewhere above them, 42 floors up. An office full of plants and warm wood and windows that open waits empty. Somewhere in Portland. A community center with mountain views stands ready to welcome people home. Somewhere in between. Two hearts that learn to beat again after breaking find each other's rhythm. And somewhere in the universe, Michael Cross smiles, because his brother finally learned that the strongest thing you can build isn't an empire. It's a life. Emma and Nathan walk into the city, hand in hand, imperfect and healing and beautifully, impossibly alive. The end.